Hello, come on into the office, smash the like button on your way in, take a seat and let's get ready for episode 55 of the Black and Yellow with mine and yours, beloved Denton Villa. Thank you for joining me. We're back. I can't wait to get stuck into this episode. A few things I want to say, and the first thing is thank you to all my patrons so far. You're really helping keep this channel going. I really want to say, honestly, thank you. It's amazing. If you too want to keep my wife off my back, because there is a slight risk you might put a foot down if I don't start showing that what I'm doing is worth it, as in contributing to the household. So if you want to help to keep the channel going, if you like what I do, you can support the Patreon too. I really would appreciate it. Don't forget, every single one of you will become part of my new series for FM20, either a staff member or a player, as a little thank you for that. I do want to say a big shout out to Big Lems, because he asked me to, so there you go, Big Lems. I love your name. And I just want to say, here is Lee, the winner of the headphone competition. They forgot to send them to him. So about a week later, I'm like, dude, where's these headphones? Oh, I'm sorry. So they paid extra to send them to him the day later, in a day. And they sent him all these little extra gifts as a sorry. So I was like, you got loads of stuff really. So I was buzzing for Lee. Nice one, mate. But yeah, big episode today. We've got transfers to look at, a few other things to look at. We've got an interview with my assistant manager. And I might have something else that I wasn't going to do, but I'm going to do now, stuck on the end. So let's get into it. Now let's start by looking at the pre-season. And I'll be honest with you, it's been brilliant. It's been really, really good. I wanted 6 games, and I wanted 6 games around Europe at 6 different clubs. The kind of teams we might be facing. No offence, but not big time teams in Europe, but average teams that are similar to us. So we went to Austria, we went to Belgium, Germany, Holland, Russia, and the Ukraine. We got a good idea of how good we could be against these kind of teams, and I was super impressed. We've had the odd knock, the odd injury, but I used all 3 of my teams, the A team, the B team, and the C team. Everyone got a game. I think everyone's fighting fit, and some of my players are looking pretty good. But let's get into the transfers. It's always one of my favourite parts of Football Manager, getting stuck into it in the summer, rebuilding your team and getting ready for the new season. So what I'm going to do is, we've lost 4 players and we've replaced them with 4 players. So I'm going to show you who's gone and who I've replaced them with, and we'll talk about them a little bit. First off, we're going to look at Ernest Talaga. You might know him because he's been one of our best defenders really. The last 2 years we've had him on loan from Borussia Dortmund, and he's been great. Only trouble is, it's basically a case of we could have signed him, but I've used the money elsewhere on a better player really. I like him, I liked his tackling, he did well for us, he was a great player. He was like my 3rd centre half both seasons. Now I've replaced him with this fella, Timotei Babin, great name. Now this is the player I mentioned in the last episode that I said I couldn't wait to show you. He's the player I signed before the season finished because he had a minimum fee release clause and he was awesome. And I didn't want to lose out to him. Really didn't want to lose out to him because he's my kind of centre half. If you know me, you know what I like. He can tackle, he's strong, and he's 6'5". He's 20 years old and he's a wonder kid. I mean, look at him. His positioning 17. Marking needs a little bit of work, but he's got a good work rate. He's got a good team player. I mean, I like his physicals. This is the perfect centre half and the future of our defence. I mean, honestly, I look at him and I just get super excited. Also out the door is another centre half, and the centre half we had on loan last season, a wonder kid centre half who I'd love to have in the team. Now we went in for him. He's worth 4.8 million. They accepted a bid of 11 million, right? And I'm thinking, Roman, mate, oh man, this is going to be exciting. I've already signed Babin, 2 wonder kid centre halves, both 20 years old. We could build from the back with one of the best centre half pairings ever. That's what I was thinking, because he's a great player. Except he didn't want to sign. He said, no, I don't want to sign for you. You're not big enough for me. So even though he had a great season with us, it wasn't good enough for him. So he's gone back to Paris Saint-Germain to rot in their reserves because he is great, but he will not get in their team. Coming into the club is Dederick Stevens. Deirdre. We're going to call him Deirdre, not Deirdre Barlow, Coronation Street. Yeah, 20-year-old, Belgian again, signed from AA Ghent for a bargain, 8 million. And if you look at his media description, it's a wonder kid, eh? You having that? I'm buzzing with that. I'm absolutely buzzing with it. So I think we've got 3 great centre halves, and then we've got Adam G stuck at the back doing a job. like I said, I was worried, like, not getting Roman, I was gutted. But then I found this fella, I was buzzing again. Happy bloody days. I don't think he's as good as Babin. He's smaller, he's a different kind of centre-half. He is a ball-playing centre-half, so he technically will fit the Volcano brilliantly. So that's what I'm hoping for. These two kids growing together. You've got the ball player, do you know what I mean? Next to Babin, who's 6'5", no nonsense. Perfect. Now, a kind of a club legend has gone. Everyone's favourite, Trina Bagionian. Yep, Anthony Cyrus. He's been here for absolutely ages. Years and years and years and years, right? And he's one of them players I picked up who grew with the club and did really well. And last year, he played a couple of games. Whenever I've called upon him, he's done me a job. He's never been a bad player. But sometimes you've got to keep improving. And sometimes what I do is I have, you probably know by now, I like to have at least 2 players in every position. And when it comes to trying to upgrade my squad, I'll look at that position and say, right, I've got 4 players who play as a volante. Who's the worst? It's Cyrus. Let's get rid of him. And I put him up for sale. And we ended up getting about 5 million for him. And about 8 clubs came in for him. So it shows you what kind of player he is. He's a good player. So he's left for 5 million. And good luck to him because he's a legend. And his replacement is Mateo Latkovic. I had to do it. If you watched the last episode, you'll know exactly who this kid is. He's the lad with the £4.8 million release clause who had loads of big teams after him. And already, you might notice his defensive midfield is getting greener. So he's already learning the role of a volante, and that's what I want him to be because I think he'll be brilliant at it. He's just a great player. He's just got loads of promise. 18 years old. He's Croatian. But you know what's great about our club? We've already got 4 of them, so we've got 5 Croatians. So he's going to settle straight in. He's got loads of mates. Surely he's not going to get homesick, even though he's a kid, really. But yeah, he's a kid with a lot of promise. He's a kid that I reckon is going to be great. Is he going to play first team this year? We'll have to wait and see. I've got him set as a B team player so far, but we'll see how he goes. I like the look of him, and I hope he does well. Next player to leave, again, isn't really one of our players. He was another loan player. That's one thing I wanted to do this year. I didn't want any loans. There's some great loan players out there, but I kind of wanted my own squad now. Kind of wanted to build my own team. And P. Diddy, brilliant player. Right, we had 3 left wingers last year. How I kept them all happy, I have no idea, but I did. And P. Diddy was brilliant. 24-year-old Portuguese lad from Juventus. We bid for him. They accepted it, but they wanted 30 million. He's only worth 11. He's good, but he's not that good. And I thought, I'm going to have a look out there. And yeah, I think I found someone, probably the best left winger we've ever had. Meet Daryl Tuppen. And he's English. 25-year-old English left winger. He's never played for England. You can't take a corner. But he ain't bad. Now, he's cost me 35 million, right? I've not paid 35 million outright. Right? It's the biggest signing we've ever made. I probably paid about 20. And the 15s are going to be with add-ons if we win the Europa League and all that kind of stuff. So some of that money might never ever get paid. But I think he's a good talent. He's a good player. He's had a great season at Brighton. He wanted to leave Brighton. They were a mid-table team last year. He wanted to play in Europe. So I don't know if it was Champions League or whatever. He just wanted to play in Europe. And we put a bid in. They accepted and he's come to us. He's pretty quick. He's agile. I've probably paid a lot of money for him, I know, but he's the best left winger out there for us. Now, I could have paid 30 odd million, I know, for P. Diddy. But this kid's English, and I was just thinking about Europe, and I don't know, I just felt I wanted to go for the Englishman instead of the Portuguese lad. So I'm hoping Daryl Tuppen does not let me down. Have a look at the general overview of the team. We'll start off with the goalkeeper, the defence, and the midfielders. And like I said in the last episode, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it, I won 3 teams. My under-23s have won back-to-back under-23 titles last couple of years, and it's still pretty good. Some of them have gone out on loan, some of them have got a bit better, but again, I think we've got a cracking under-23, so I'm going to give them the Checker Trade Trophy, and which will be managed by Lee, the under-23 manager, but then I'm going to be pinching his team myself, and when I can, I'm going to be using my kids in the Carabao Cup. So we're probably not going to win that like we did last year, but I want to give these kids a chance in the first team and see if any of them can really, really step up. And if they can get far in it, brilliant. But I am expecting them to not only win the league, I want them to win that Checker Trade Trophy. I think they've got it in them. They should be winning that Checker Trade Trophy. And I hate saying that word. It's the right tongue twister. And then my B team is more probably going to be FA Cup when they can. And lesser Premier League games and lesser if we can get into the group stage of Europa League, because it's a bloody hard route to get into that in the minute for us. And we have like games that are only important. That'd be brilliant. B team that, and just try and save my best team for the biggest Premier League games and the biggest European games. But this is a squad at the minute. You'll see the goalkeepers now. Last year had the edge. This year they're pretty even, aren't they? Rob Evans played a lot last year. His handling is only 10, but he's got everything else is brilliant. The kid's one of our own. So we're going to see what happens with the goalkeepers. Everything else kind of picks itself. Now, Charbert, brilliant. We're going to have a look at him in a minute. Humphreys, brilliant. And we've got Ellison Dixon. You've got Gonads there, and I'll talk about his new name in a minute. He was a player of the season last year. Only a 2-star, and no. But that's because he's still developing. He was brilliant. And he's learning his position. He's not technically a Volante. He's learning it still, but he did well, didn't he? So, fair play. When it comes to right backs, Filipovic's probably got the edge. I didn't show you, but Filipovic won Young Player of the Year in the Premier League last season. So Joe Page has got to graft his tits off to push for some games this season. The back, I've got 3 great central defenders. I've got Babin, Stevens, and Alisson. So yeah, absolutely buzzing with that. JB and Joshi, again, great battle at left back. Going forward, I think we're looking good again. I really do. We're going to have the 3 left wingers again, battling it out, but I'm fine with that. Because obviously I think one of them is going to be in the under 23 squad. On the right hand side, fine with that again. We're going to have a look at Rambo and talk about his new name in a minute. But 2 great right wingers. Filipovic had a great season. The other brother of the right back, Filipovic. He's a great winger. So he's going to really push Rambo this year. And then going forward, Hughes and Stevens up there apparently are the same. But it's definitely going to be Josh Stevens who leads the line for the A team. Scoring as many goals as he did last year. And there's some great strikers out there, but we've got to save that. Got to save that money. Really, I've got to save that money because I want a stadium. One thing I'm super happy about, and you know what I'm like if you've watched all my stuff, I'm a staff geek. Especially when it comes to my coaching team, I think it's a brilliant thing. It's a great advantage to have. And we've had the best coaching team coming up through the leagues. Until last year, we took a bit of a hit, obviously, because of the leap up in quality. I restructured it a bit, and I've done that again this year. Some have left. I've asked for extra spaces, so I've really improved the coaching team. I mean, if you look at it, it's pretty special. I mean, we have got the best coaching team in the Premier League, and I don't think it could be any better at the minute. So I'm really, really happy with it. I think it's going to be a great advantage for us. We'll have to wait and see what happens. And talking about staff, I thought we'd have a quick look at my assistant, my long-suffering best friend in real life and assistant here at Denton Villa. His dad, in real life, was the founding father, his dad and his mother, of the real Denton Villa, which is now Denton Youth. So the local legends, Mike and Mal, legends. But Jamie's my assistant. And I think he's got better. As the years have gone, he's got better. A few rumours that Central are going to try and poach him this year, but he would never leave, I don't think. We're stuck with him. He's stuck with us. But I think he's progressed, and he's a great assistant manager on the game. I wanted him to progress because I was a bit worried he wouldn't. I think he looks pretty good for 47. And we've managed to get hold of him for a little, short, quick interview. Hello, Jamie, and welcome to Sky Sports News. I am Larry Longstrong, and thank you for talking to us today. Now, in this new season, do you think you will have second season syndrome after having such a successful season last year?
No. I think our lads have got enough there to perform again like they did last year. I don't think we'll be guilty of that. No, not at all.
Now you have 4 new players this season and no loan signings. It is your squad. How are the new boys settling in?
Yeah, they're doing all right. I mean, most of the lads have tried to make them welcome, but you know what it's like coming to a new club, new surroundings. But yeah, they seem to be settling in well.
Now the last question, because I know you're a very, very busy man as the assistant manager of Denton Villa, but there's something we need to address. Some rumours in the press. Now you've been here for a long time and you've worked with Bood for a long time, and there were some rumours that you're actually getting sick of him and thinking of leaving Denton.
They're not rumours, mate. I've always felt like that about him. I've known him since he was born. You know what I mean? I've tried to get rid of him, but I can't. I've tried to leave, but I can't. He won't let me go anywhere. So I'm stuck here. No matter what I want, I'm stuck.
Now I know we've looked at the team overview, but I just want to look at some of our key players, just so you get an update and see how they are, how they've progressed, and you just get a good feel of the quality of the Villa this season. And this is Josh Stevens. He's a player. He's one of our own. We had 2 great seasons with him, then he left for pastures new because he just outgrew us. But luckily we've caught him up and we got him back last year in a great deal, £6.5 million. for Burnley. Last year he scored 22 goals for us, which I think is great. Now, on the face of it, he isn't a world beater. I know that. He could still get better, I know that, right? But he fits the tactic perfectly. He scores goals, right? Now, we could probably improve our strike force at one point in the future. That would be great. If this series cracks on, a couple of years, I might try and get myself a world-class striker. But at the minute, I mean, someone like that who loves the club, who's happy here, who the fans love, and who will score me 15 to 20 goals a season, I'm happy with that. Next player I want to look at is Rambo, who is, of course, Alan Ramsden, superstar right winger, who has had a few moments of wanting to leave for bigger clubs, but I think he's starting to realise we are awesome. He's a great right winger. I think he's a great player. He can still get a bit better, hopefully. He takes no prisoners, so the lads all call him Rambo, so he's decided to change his name on his shirt, and from this day forth, he shall be known as Rambo. Next player I want to look at is the player of the season last year, Nagenic, or the lad I nicknamed Nads. Well, a lot of British/English people who watch this series couldn't stop commenting and calling him Gonads. If you're not from England, Gonads means bollocks, balls, testicles. So we're gone with the joke. Let's have a bit of a fun. You know what it's like in England. They probably all would call him Gonads. So that's his new nickname, Gonads. Best player in my team is named after a pair of men's testicles. Player of the season. Can he have another season that we'll never forget? Let's hope so. Next to him is the main man himself, Christian Chabert, club captain, 23-year-old Danish superstar. I think he's a great player. He's a lad who Barcelona wanted. I ended up breaking my wage bill for him, paying 65 grand a week. But yeah, bargain. His value's gone up. He's a brilliant anchor man. So he plays that role fantastic. He can play as a volante, as you can see as well. Fits the tactic, plays great, had a great pre-season. He's been doing well in Europe. You'll see something pretty special soon. So yeah, hopefully we're having a big year from Christian Chabert. Well, hello, I'm back. Did you miss my face? Right, hopefully you've enjoyed it so far. What we're going to look at now is our Europa League qualifiers. I thought winning the Carabao Cup we'd get straight in. If anything, we might have one lot of qualifiers. Well, no. No, not all. The first lot of qualifiers were started here. In the Europa League, best place, second qualifying round, first leg. Against Partizan at home. And it's a really disappointing 0-0. And then luckily, we went away to their place and beat them 1-0 with a goal from Rambo. Took no prisoners. We dominated the game. They were shit in this game, but I just felt a bit worried. Great pre-season. I'm really confident going into these games. And I just felt, wow, we have scraped it through here. We scraped it through. Surely we're in the group stages now. No, we had to play another team in two legs. Zalgiris from Lithuania. Never, ever, ever in my life have I ever heard of them. They were crap. Anyway, we beat them 5-0 in their own back garden. 5-0. Buzzing. Gonads got on the score sheet. Dominated it. They didn't have a shot at all. I thought to myself, what's going to happen when we get to our place? We're either going to bottle it or we're going to dominate it. Well, we in fact absolutely dominated. I've said this before, but we bent them over, right? Pulled their pants down. We didn't put any lube on it. We stuck it right in. Right in. Dry. Sent them home, crying their eyes out. 10-0. I'm not going to show you all 10 goals because it'll take forever. I'll have to talk a lot. Right? 15-0 on aggregate. They again didn't have a shot. What the hell? Look at their freaking average ratings. What the hell were they doing? So after them absolutely awesome games, well, the first one was average, the second one's awesome. We're still not in the freaking group stages. It's starting to do my tits in a little bit. We've got to play Braga in another 2 legs. I mean, really? Now they're, in my opinion, a pretty good team. Obviously they're not one of Portugal's best, but they're top 4 really, aren't they? So this is going to be a tough test, and I'm not going to be playing these in this episode. You have to wait till the next episode to see if we can beat them and actually get to the group stages. I'll be honest with you, I'm confident that we can do it, but we just never know, dear. It's going to be a real test. The boys are going to have to step it up. So there we are. It's going okay so far, really. I mean, we haven't been beaten, and we've played quite a lot of games this pre-season. Obviously, friendlies are friendlies, but I was really positive about this team, and especially about some of my new players. When it came to the board, what they want this year, well, they're just happy with mid-table. I'm happy with mid-table. If we got 7th again, that'd be great. If we get better, amazing. but I want to be top 10. Financially, we're in a really, really, really good place. You might remember we're spending 19 million on all the facilities. They did that last year off their own back, which is brilliant. I don't know if that's the last level. I think we might be at the very top then, which will be great for us as a club. But even after all my transfer deals and so on, we've still got a lot of money in the bank. So we're really building on what we're achieving in the Premier League. So another year now, I don't need to buy any players. I think we'll have a great season with what we've got. We've got some great young players. Right, I tried to talk on through that last bit. You might not notice because I play music on my videos. But if you heard a knock on the door, you might hear it faintly. Finally, I ordered these ages ago. My shirts have turned up. Look at this. Not only have I got this for my son, but James Wright, one of my great subscribers, he's ordered himself one. And his son one. Mini, little Denton Villa shirts for the boys. Absolutely buzzing. So, I've got Brett Woods and James Wright's shirt over there. And the 6 I'm going to be giving away in the competition. I'm going to start by having a cheeky live com, a quick one to finish off this episode. I don't normally do one in the middle episode, summer special thingy-majig, but I'm sticking in an extra episode this year. Instead of 4, we're going to do 5 because we're in Europe. On to the match preview, and I totally forgot. I ordered this little bad boy. Started doing black and yellow polo shirts, so I stuck a Villa logo on it. Treated myself. It's summer, innit? No more jacket. Onto polo shirt. Hey? Even the drummer logo's yellow. Black and yellow, Denton Army. Honestly, I'm buzzing. Here we are with the team lineups at the Bolton Stadium, the University at Bolton Stadium. And it is my A team. Apart from Hughes is playing because Josh Stevens has got a knock at the minute. Team talk and I'm just going to stay calm. I'm going to stay calm but say I want to win. Let's get the ball rolling with 3 points in the Premier League. Tell you what, I am loving this. I totally forgot about it. Looking through the catalogue and I saw it and thought, black and yellow polos. I am having one of them. Because I love my jacket, and them jackets are great. A couple of you've got them, haven't you? They are good. But it's boiling, innit, with the summer coming. And the yellow shirts are great. I've got my own yellow Denton Villa shirt as well. But it's bright yellow, innit? And sometimes, I don't know, it messes with my green screen. So this is awesome. Right, almost 20 minutes in, and this is the first highlight. Extended highlights as well, so not a lot's happening. Apart from a shit free kick from Leeds. So like I said, honestly, I don't make any money from these. Shirts are about $12.50. I think this might be about 15 quid. I just charge you what it costs to put the logo on and buy the shirt, and then the postage and packaging I have to add a bit on as well. So it's going to cost me a fortune to send 6 shirts out. But I'm going to tell you how you can win one of them at the end of the episode. Anyway, here we are. Here's Tuppin, the new guy. He finds Humphreys. Back heel to Charbert. I love it. Can Charbert see the run? He's not. He's found Gonads though. Gonads back to Charbert. Nice, slow, long build up. Humphreys sprays it out. First time cross from Joshy. Oh, Humphreys, edge of the box. Hit it, Humphreys. Oh, good save. Yeah, when my little lad, when I get home later, because I work split, so I'm going back to work in a bit. Not tonight, maybe, because he's a little grumpy at night time, but I'll have to get me a little boy in his shirt. And then, James, if you're watching, when you get your shirts, you have to get a picture of you and your son together. And I'll kind of do a Photoshop us all together, me, you, and our boys, you know what I mean? That'll be awesome. I'm buzzing, little Denton Villa. I didn't know they did them that small. For 3-year-olds. Oh, my lad's 2, but he's massive, like me. Big fella. Well, there we are. That's the end of the first half. Not the most exciting, but I think we're definitely edging it with shots. Just not possession. Right, here we are. And I'm guessing, are we the first game in the league? They picked us to be the opener in the Premier League. Or are we on later? Because we're the only game playing today. At this time, anyway. Are we that special? I think we are. Team talk. Aggressive. I'm not happy. All greens. You know what I means. Right, let's kick off the second half. We are chanting our hearts out. Yellow is my colour. Best song ever. Best football chant ever. Again, thanks to all my patrons. Honestly, I can't believe you're doing it for me. You're a brilliant bunch of people. But like I said, I'll message you through Patreon. Come on, boys. What happened then? He's going to review the footage. They're going to get a penalty here. But I'll message you near the time, and you'll either be a staff member with me and my new team, or you can be a player in the world. That's what I'm going to give you for being a patron. He's doing his TV, and he says it's a penalty. Brilliant! Brilliant! Great way to start the Premier League season. Getting beat by one of the teams I hate the most in the world. If you're a Leeds fan, I'm sure you're laughing, and you're winning 1-0. Right, I'm going to wait till 60 minutes. That's not worked. They're all anxious and frustrated. I'm anxious and frustrated watching you freaking play. and not being able to score. Go lads! Oh, he hit the freaking post! Right, I made 2 changes. Left winger's off, Ravens on. Vlad Kovic is coming on for his fellow countryman Gonads, who's been playing the worst in midfield at the minute. Here's Rambo with a corner. Come on! Come on! I can't believe this. Heartbreaking. 20 minutes to go. Leeds on the attack. Great tackle. I can't believe I'd take a point here now. I thought we were going to do these like 3-0. And it's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. 2 minutes of injury time. Got about 10 seconds left to play. Very disappointing start to the season, but there's still a long way to go. I've got a new shirt. Is this my unlucky shirt? That's what's happened, isn't it? It's this. Full time. We've been beaten by a penalty from Leeds United. Brilliant. The Premier League has well and truly kicked off. Is it because I'm in Europe that I've only just started playing? I've only played 1 game. I'm in 19th, so there's a long way to go. I'm not too worried. It'll be fine. When you look at the fixtures there, obviously we've got to try and get past Braga. Hopefully that happens. If it happens, we'll come back for nearly said Champions League, a Europa League game. If not, I'll do my usual. Probably coming back around here. I'll play. I don't want to play a big team. I want to try and win a freaking live comp. So we'll see. Maybe a Burnley, a Newcastle, Stoke, or Europe. Hopefully. Well, there we go. That is the end of episode 55. Hopefully, even though we got beat off Leeds, you're happy and feel positive about the season, don't you? I mean, I still do. I'm not worried. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Don't stress. It's fine. Have a drink. It'll be okay. Have a cig. Whatever you do. Spliff. Yeah. Anyway, to enter for a chance to win a Denton Villa shirt, all you have to do is comment below and say, I love Denton Villa, and then whatever size you are, put the letter on the end. So, I love Denton Villa M. I love Denton Villa L. I love Denton Villa XL. I love Denton Villa XXL. I've got a medium, a large to give away. I've got 2 extra large to give away. And I've got 2 double XLs for the first time ever to give away. So that's 6 shirts. So like I said, just right below, I love Denton Villa and your size. And you will be entered into the competition. We'll have a draw in the next episode or the one after that. But yeah, good luck. And thank you for taking the time out of your busy day. Remember, if you want to help support this channel a little bit extra, a little bit more, support my Patreon, you'll find a link to that below. Make sure you go and watch and catch up with all my other content. And I will see you for episode 56, hopefully in Europe, and hopefully not at the bottom of the Premier League. You've been amazing. I've been Bood. I'll see you next time.